Morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn external sources of recruitment. In our previous online class, we came to know about the sources of recruitment. There are two sources of recruitment. First one, that is internal sources of recruitment, in which two options which we have studied, that is transfer and promotion, along with merits and demerits of internal sources of recruitment. Today we are going to study the second one, that is external sources of recruitment. When an organization wants more employees or the existing internal manpower is not enough to do the work of the organization, or when an organization requires more caliber and efficient people, at that point of time an organization can get the employees from outside, that means from the society. So that is what about external sources of recruitment. So in case of external sources of recruitment, organization is going to recruit the people from outside, not from inside. That is what about external sources of recruitment. Dear students, this external sources of recruitment is considered as a practical question. So in this external sources of recruitment, there are 10 options given. So this will come for annual exam as a practical question. The question comes like this: list out any 10 external sources of recruitment. Then just you are going to list out the various sources of external sources of recruitment. No need to give the explanation. So make it a point. External sources of recruitment is considered as a practical question. So what are the options are there in case of external sources of recruitment? That means how an organization is going to recruit its required manpower or employees through this external sources of recruitment. So here there are 10 sources are there. First one, direct recruitment. Second one, casual callers. Third one, advertisement. Fourth, employment exchange. Fifth one, placement agencies and management consultants. Sixth one, campus recruitment. Seven, recommendations of employees. Eighth, labor contractors. Ninth, advertising on television. The 10th one, web publishing. So these are what 10 sources are there in case of external sources of recruitment. So these 10 sources you need to remember, and this is a practical question, and these 10 sources you need to write in the exam if question asked on this as a external sources of recruitment. Now what are these we are going to studying with meaning. So first one, that is a direct recruitment. This is also called as recruitment at factory gate. Direct recruitment or recruitment at factory gate. According to this system of recruitment, an organization is going to fill up its vacant post by direct communication with the employees, means to the candidates. That means this practice is followed usually for casual vacancies of unskilled or semi-skilled jobs. The job seekers are assembled outside the gate of the organization on specified date, and selection will be done on spot. So this is what about direct recruitment. So in this direct recruitment, about the vacancy, That means the information about vacant posts are going to be displayed on the notice board of the organization. So people who seeks the job, they can go through the advertisement or the notice which is placed outside the factory gate, and according to that candidates who can attend the interview. That is what about direct recruitment. So usually this kind of direct recruitment is going to be followed by factories, or even in case of hotels, then even in case of cloth shop also we can see such kind of direct recruitment, where we can see unskilled or semi skilled people who are working in the organization. The second one, that is casual callers. So many reputed business organizations keep database of unsolicited applicants in their offices. That means many qualified persons apply for employment to reputed companies on their own initiative. That means people who want the job, what they are doing, they are going to prepare their biodata, and that biodata is going to submitted before some of the leading company or leading organization on their own initiative. So these applications are served as a good source of manpower. So as and when the company or organization needs the employees, needs the workers, then organization is going to call such candidates to attend the interview. Third one, that is advertisement. So advertisement in newspapers or trade and professional journals is generally used when a wider choice is required. That means advertisement may be placed in some of the leading newspapers or magazines. So newspapers like for example Vijay Karnataka, Sayukta Karnataka, Tarun Bharat, Deccan Herald. So depending upon the requirement, an organization can be give an advertisement through these newspapers. So when the people they are reading the newspaper, they could come to know the information about jobs. So according to that they can apply for the post. That is, by giving advertisement in the newspapers, organization can recruit its required manpower or manpowers. That is advertisement. The fourth one, that is employment exchange. So this employment exchange is run by government, are regarded as a good source of recruitment for unskilled and skilled operative jobs. That means it will help to match personnel demand and supply by serving as a link between job seekers and employers. Organizations, that means job seekers and employers, that is organizations or companies. That means employment exchange office, it is an office situated in every district. So people who are seeking the employment opportunities, what they can do, they can just go and enroll their names and their qualifications, their address and their contact number, and this information has to be submitted by the candidates before this employment exchange office. And what this employment exchange office does, retained this information given by the candidates, and companies or the organizations, if they want candidates, if they want employees, then what companies are doing, companies are going to call or companies are going to get the information from these employment exchange office. Fifth one, that is placement agencies and management consultants. In technical and professional areas, Private agencies and professional bodies appear to be doing substantive work. That means placement agencies register with them the names of job seekers and try to arrange job interviews for such candidates. Management consultants help the companies to recruit technical, professional, and managerial personnel. And these agencies are going to charge fees for their service provided both to the organization, that is employer, as well as candidates who are seeking the information. That means placement agencies or management consultants, these are the agencies or these are the middlemen. What these are going to do, these are going to provide the information about jobs to the candidates. At the same time, such information is going to provide it to the company. So when these agencies are providing required employees, manpower to the organization, if they have been selected, then company has to pay some fees to the placement agencies. And if the candidate is also selected for the company, and candidate has to pay some commission to these placement agencies. So that is what placement agencies and management consultants. Then sixth one, campus recruitment. Campus recruitment. Colleges and institutes of management and technology have become a popular source of recruitment for technical, professional, and managerial jobs. That means the companies send their executives to the colleges or the universities campus to select suitable candidates for their company. This is also called as a campus interview. That means many of the companies, they are going to send their executives, means the selection team, to the company, to the colleges or to the universities to select suitable candidates. So for example, students who are studying in the fifth semester of degree or third semester of any post graduation, they are supposed to appear for the interview. If they have been selected, then after completion of their sixth semester in case of degree, after fourth semester in case of post graduation, they can be join the company as an employee. So that is what about campus recruitment or campus interview, campus selection. That is 7, recommendations of the employees. So applicants introduced by present employees of their friends and relatives may prove to be a good source of recruitment. So according to this source, people means employees who are working in the organization, those employees are going to suggested or introduced their friends or their relatives as a employees to the organization. So they will just recommend to the organization, recommend to the management about their friends or relatives who supposed to be ready to work in the organization. That is what about recommendations of employees. That means according to this source, an employee who is already working in the organization will introduce his friend or relative to the organization as an employee. That is 8th one, labor contractors. Labor contractors. So labor contractors are maintain close contacts with laborers and they can provide the required number of unskilled workers at a short period of time. That means labor contractors are the people, they are going to provide manpower to the organization. So the workers are recruited through labor contractors who are themselves employees of the organization. So according to this source, workers are appointed on a contract basis. Say for example, usually 1 year, 2 years, 3 years or 5 years. That is depending upon the contract between labor contractors as well as employers. That is. Ninth one coming up, advertising on television. The practice of telecasting of vacant posts over television is gaining importance these days. So nowadays, many of the organizations, they can give about vacant posts. That means the information about vacant post through these televisions. So different channels are there in which companies are going to telecast job opportunities. That means the detailed requirements of the job and the qualifications required to do the job are published in television channels. So people, when they are when they are watching the television, they would come to know the vacancies which are prevailing in different companies. So according to that, people, they can approach the company. The last one coming up, that is web publishing. So today's internet is becoming a common source of recruitment. That means there are some websites specifically designed for the purpose of providing information about both job seekers and job opening. That means this web publishing provides information about jobs to the candidates. At the same time, the candidates information, that means these are the number of people who are ready to work, they are capable people, they are qualified people. Such information is going to provided by web publisher to whom? To the employer, means to the organization. So these websites like www.naukri.com, www.jobstreet.com. So these are what some of the web publishing, that means website addresses. So the job seeker who can visit to these website address and who can come to know wherever the job opportunities are available. So this is what about sources of external recruitment. So dear students, as I already told you in the beginning itself only, this is a practical question. So practical question this is, and remember these 10 options given in your textbook, and just you are writing only the title in the exam and you are not supposed to go with the explanation. So the merits and demerits of external sources of recruitment, the merits of these we are going to learn in our next class. So you need to remember these 10 sources of external recruitment. Thank you.